Well, hello boys and girls. As promised yesterday, this is the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. Just about to add the yeast. Check the temperature and everything, spot on. Check the gravity on it, 1048 or 1.048 or however you want to say it. So that's my starting gravity. Like I say, I've just got the yeast next to us here. Just giving it a quick stir before I pitch the yeast. Have a look, see. Put my clanger there. Right. We've got the yeast here. Nearly had a spillage. Right, so this is it, the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. That yeast in there. Get it to work, and after I've done this, I'll let you have a quick look inside of the Woodfordes kit that I started yesterday. So there's the yeast in. Give it a quick dab it in. Trying to do this all one-handed because I've got a pulley finger. Sliced, well, nearly sliced the end of my fingertip off last night, cleaning bottles and whatnot. Didn't realise there was a broken one in there, and nearly lost a digit. So anyway, we'll quickly stir this yeast in. Get the lid on it. Obviously, don't, as you all know, I haven't got an airlock drilled into the top of my fermentation bucket lid. So all I do is just gently rest the, like I've done with the Woodfordes kit, just gently rest the lid on. A bit like not an open fermentation, but you know, no proper airlock in it at the moment. I'll sort that out at a later date. It's always the way I've done it, but you know, I've never had a problem before, so fingers crossed I won't have one this time. But this is the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. My mate did it a few weeks ago. It's about carbonated now. Lovely drink. The only thing I was going to do with this, which I haven't, I was going to add some lime zest, you know, and give it a whirl that way, but I didn't. But there's always next time. So anyway, there's the Cooper's Mexican Cerveza. Getting the old lid on. Just like I say, don't see that, just have it sat on top there loose. So let's move across here. Thermometer, hygrometer. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Right, let's move across here, this bucket. Right, this is the Woodfordes one that I set away yesterday, the Admirals Reserve. As per the box, and voila, 5.5%, over 32 pints, but I filled mine to the 40 pint mark, which means I will get 4.5% apparently. But let's have a look inside and let's see what's going on in here, because I haven't looked as yet. Oh, looks like a big old chocolate mousse with ice cream. Oh, it smells lovely. Hops, you can smell the hops. Yeah, that's coming along nicely. You can hear a little bit of a sizzle there. So she's grafting. Like I say, it's only been in 24 hours, if that. But that's bin one. Admirals Reserve. So that's my other bin. I've got my rosé bottled. I briefly showed you yesterday. That's about it. Not a lot more I can tell you. Although, so much jingling away behind us here, gently carbonating, is the old. That's my elderflower cider that I bottled on Sunday, I think. There was no finings with the kit, but I did actually use the 24-hour turbo claw, and it has brought it to, it's a little clear. It's not as clear as the last one I did, but I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? It's going to go down the hatch. But that's, like I say, bottled and prime and sugared that one on Sunday. So we'll give it a couple of weeks at room temperature, and then we'll get it in a nice cool place. I'm just seeing what other goodies are over there, because I've got some other things carbonated. Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's me. Now I've got a raspberry and lime kit, another cider kit that I did, and I only added the flavour sachet, the raspberry and lime flavour sachet, to half of it. Now let's have a look. Just having a look, see here. Right, this is the one I didn't add the flavouring to, which pretty clear. It doesn't taste of anything really. I mean, a sub 5 of them you'll probably be on your back like, but it doesn't have any. I mean, you're not supposed to drink it like that really. Obviously you're supposed to have the flavouring, which is the one with the flavouring. That is the raspberry and lime one, which is lovely chilled. Like I say, this has been carbonated now. I think this is the second week in room temperature. I have cracked one open, but I'm gonna store them in the fridge before cracking them properly. But these are the same batch. It's just I only added flavouring to obviously the coloured, the red one. That one's just as it was in the normal mix. It doesn't taste of apples. It doesn't taste of anything, like I said. Just seeing what else I've got. I've got no rosé upstairs, because I'm upstairs at the moment. Put these back. But yeah, not a lot more I can tell you really. I'm probably going to be going out again later in the week. I need another bucket. I've just got the 2 at the moment. Now my local brew shop is actually selling the Coopers off, because they've got damaged tins. So the Coopers, Mexican Cerveza, the European Coopers, quite a few of them, they've all got dented tins, which is nothing obviously, but they're selling them off cheap. I think they're normally $13.99. They're selling them off for £10 with just a dented tin. Nothing wrong with them. I mean, there's a couple there that are getting near the end date, but that's not that. So I might buy a couple of those and a couple of bins and set a few away. But if I do that, because obviously I'm using, I know a few of you lads out there use plastic 2 litre bottles. I actually get the, as you saw off them last 2 ciders I showed you, like 500ml brown ale bottles, or the 568ml Bulmers bottles, or the Copperberg bottles, which I think are 500ml. Trying to get a few of those collected up. We know lads in the area who own pubs and everything, so we do get quite a few. But I'm worried that obviously I've got these 2 going at the moment. You know what I mean? I'm going to need quite a few bottles if I get these 2. These 2 will be due around about the same time. So I'm just worried about the bottle situation really. If I set too many away, 2 is probably my limit at the moment until I get a collection of bottles, and then it's game on after that. So that's enough of my waffling. I'm going to show you this major cut on my hand before we go. Wow. It opened like a fish's mouth that last night. Cleaning these bottles out, won't focus properly, but that lifts away minging. Ming-tastic. Anyway, until the next time, boys. Ta-ra.